Welcome back, everybody. Senior Radio Buffalo is on the air. I'm Linda Pellegrino, and we've got some very special guests because we've got a big announcement. Did you know that Absolut Care of Aurora Park is under new management? And that means there's a level of excitement that has come to everything that they do and a commitment to excellence that is unparalleled. I'm telling you, we've got a story to tell you. Stacy Bastian is with us. She's an administrator and an RN there. Lorrie Mueller is the director of therapy at Absolut Care of Aurora Park. Ladies, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Tell us about your subacute care and how your new management has really embraced what's going on there and has created quite an exciting situation for not only the patients and their incredible care, but your therapists as well.
Yes, Linda, we are under new management here at Absolut Care of Aurora Park. Our team is committed to providing excellent care to the clientele that we serve. Lorrie and her therapy team offer rehab services to individuals coming here for a short-term subacute stay, individuals that had a hospitalization and need strengthening before going home, get the best possible preparation and services through their therapy department. Lorrie has been occupational therapist for 21 years. She has 18 years of leadership experience, so she knows how to make sure that individuals are receiving the care that they need through a proactive approach with, a commitment to excellence.
Oh, that is so great to hear. And Lorrie, you may deal with fractures and people who have cardiac problems and stroke issues and neuromuscular situations. But, to every one of those patients, their particular problem is unique to them. And it's the first time they may be going through something like this. So it's so important to have you be a compassionate type of therapist. And I know that the rest of your wonderful therapists in your department also feel very close to a lot of the patients there. And you can actually make your therapy very individualized for the patient. And they feel that, and they improve faster.
Absolutely. We see it every single day. We had a patient that was a fresh amputation. He was here for quite a while. We were able to get him fitted for a prosthesis and actually get him out and walking out of here, the front door, with his prosthesis on, with the biggest smile on his face.
Wow. And that's just your reason for getting up and coming to work, because you care about the people. You want to see them improve. You're going to miss them when they're gone. But the whole thing is to make a mark in someone's life and to know that your therapy, your state-of-the-art therapy, is what's helping them continue on with their life. Now, that person may have had such a poor outlook when they got there, but working with your therapist and getting the kind of therapy that they need, and then seeing him or her walk out on two legs, just amazing. And that's what Absolut Care of Aurora Park and your new management and your commitment to excellence, this is not a unique story. This happens with wonderful patients of yours all the time.
Absolutely. Those are the miracles that you see in nursing homes and long-term care facilities. And, one of the reasons that we, as well as the other professionals that we work with, choose to be in this industry, because you have that unique opportunity where you could develop a rapport with the patients, with the families, and get to know them and have time that's not rushed to work with them. And then it's priceless just to see their progression and see them, be able to walk out of the facility and graduate to, being their whole healthy self again.
Oh, yeah.
It's very rewarding.
When it's you who's the patient, sometimes you think, I am never going to be 100% again. Like, this is so debilitating. And then little by little, your therapist gets you back on your feet, whether it's emotionally or spiritually or physically, and you see that it is within you. And that's why it takes a really talented type of therapist to work with. And that's who you have over at Absolut Care of Aurora Park. You've got some very, very wonderful, skilled people there who really bond with the people who are coming in for that therapy. And may I say that even with COVID, they're coming in anyway. You're doing it in a very safe manner. And you not only can ask a patient, what are you having problems with? You have a remodeled state-of-the-art therapy gym that actually replicates a bedroom, a kitchen, a bathroom. So people can actually work with their issues with maybe getting up, moving through one area, getting out of bed, doing things like this, and actually showing the therapist how they're improving, but what they also might be still having difficulty with.
Absolutely. It's practicing those real life skills before they go home that really makes a huge difference.
Let me ask you, is it you folks or the doctor who recommends how often a person would come in for subacute care?
Well, typically after a hospitalization, if somebody isn't at their baseline prior to returning home, the physicians in the hospital, social workers, will typically recommend the need for rehab services. Once they're here in our facility, the therapy professionals will determine what that individual specifically needs, how much therapy, so that they can return to that baseline and then return home safely and not return to the hospital again, but, maintain that baseline and, function healthy at their optimum level.
And, that's very important because I know that there's a fairly high percentage of people who do get released from the hospital who end up going back because their therapy wasn't adequate. And, and you folks are that great stopgap to make sure that when you are ready to go home, you truly are ready to navigate the home or the apartment or wherever you're going.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is great. And I know that your therapy department works with other departments in the facility to create that interdisciplinary approach to each patient's unique care.
Absolutely. Communication is key, and when you're looking at an individual and assessing their needs, you have to look at them holistically, to ensure that you're addressing any medical concerns as well as preventing medical concerns and addressing physical needs, emotional needs, social needs. It's very individualized care.
And I know both you ladies and the rest of the staff are very excited because you are under new management, and there's a new excitement that comes to that, and also basically a level of expectations that supersede anything that you've done before.
Absolutely. RCA is committed to excellence, and it's that simple. But they provide us the tools we need, the staff, the professionals, as well as the structure in, remodeling and assuring that everything is state of the art here, so that we can achieve that goal and, provide excellent care to those we service and give comfort to the family members, through these times when somebody is vulnerable, letting them know that they're safe, they're getting the best possible care, and that they'll be returning home soon.
That's great. That's great. Hey, Lorrie, what do you hear from your patients who are done with their therapy and have moved on? What do you hear from them that lets you know you're doing your best with them?
We have received multiple cards from family members, from patients, and if unfortunately they do return to the hospital, they are requesting to come back here because of the relationships that they have had with the therapists, with the nurses, just because we are then their second home.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And that's exactly how we should wrap this up. Absolutely means absolute care. And if you'd like to know more, it's absolutecare.com. And then they have a link to the Aurora Park area. So Absolute Care of Aurora Park, they are there for you when you need them with subacute care or even long-term care or even dementia care. Please give them a call and learn more at 652-1560 or log on to absolutecare.com.